This meeting is being recorded.
No,
I've started getting an echo.
yeah,
Said
and
it,
yeah, and I think I'm going to mute everyone and then get some of you. God knows what's going. Okay, can you still hear me? A hand up. Right, I want only Leslie to be unmuted. Right, are we now okay? I think it was Sean Moore again. There's definite problems with this stuff. Leslie, can you speak?
Yep. Yes, I can.
Steve Henderson, can you speak?
Yes, I can.
Okay, we're recording and that's good. So hello everyone, it's Lisa Ware, Senior Group Leader, and it's the Yessave team coaching. And today, this is all about doing the appointments and the new system, mostly about doing remote appointments, okay? I'm going to say to you, if you went onto your learning and training, Adrian, will you please mute yourself? If you go onto the learning and training into your partner portal, you'll see that it's all still the old join system. It's of no use whatsoever. I am going to be writing a rather interesting email tonight to Justin and the powers that be, that I feel it's been released to the network before it was properly trialed. There's been too many glitches, and in order for people to feel they can do something, they first of all got to feel confident that the equipment and the system that's set up needs to work well. Now, very kindly, we've got a group leader here, Steve Henderson. Hi, Steve. Give us a wave.
Hello.
And we've also got Senior QD, Leslie Scottston, if she can give us a wave. And we have actually done a forerunner of this last week, and I've actually now done a few appointments and I've got it together and I'm totally understanding it. It is simple when you know. Isn't that the same with everything?
Mm.
But we haven't been given any instructions. We haven't been given a flow chart, nothing at all. So everyone is coming in and probably absolutely thinking, what on earth, how do you do this? Well, we're going to go through it and show you. We may not be able to cover everything I want, but we'll do the important stuff, okay? I may cover doing the presentation next week, all right? Because that I could spend some time on and give you skills there. But this is more the mechanics today, if that's okay with you. So first of all, I'm going to share my screen to show you something that I suggest it's a good idea to do. Okay, I think you are now seeing my screen, and because on my laptop I have WhatsApp, what's rather useful is that I can share stuff on my WhatsApp. I'm going to make it a bit larger. This is actually, I use an Android phone. I love them. I like the flexibility. I love the use of the contacts, and I share everything to Google. I pay £1.59 a month, including that. So it doesn't break the bank, and it gives me 100 gigabytes of storage. Thoroughly recommend it. Everything is saved to Google. If you lose your phone, or if, like me, you have it stolen in Palma, Mallorca, everything's still there. And what I've done there is let me just move my Zoom controls out the way. Sorry. Bear with us. Do it again. There we go. What I've done there is all the different links I have saved them and I've called it in my contacts new UW links. How simple is that?
That's good.
Now, it's no good you taking a photograph because
No, so I does not.
if you do, please don't put Lisa Ware in there because that will just send them to me. All right. But what I've done is so this is the link direct to the presentation. All right. This is to the system where we do a quote. All right. And I've separated it because what was driving me mad when I started this was that you had to kind of set up an appointment before you could show the presentation. Well, I didn't want to do that. I want to show the presentation, see how the appointment goes, and then go in to set the appointment up. So this one, you're going to learn what that's all about. That is always pertaining to a prospect. That might be worth writing down. uw.link/meet. All right. That is always what a prospect types in. And the only time that a prospect doesn't type that in is if we are face to face with our device in their room or they're in our room and we're together. That's the only time that isn't used, because all we do when we're face to face is uw.co.uk/quote. All right. Because they're face to face with us. This one here, login.uw.co.uk. That's the login to our partner portals if you didn't know it. All right. uwstories.co.uk. That one speaks for itself. That gets you to where all the UW stories are. earnuw.co.uk. If you don't know what that is, that takes you to Bev Blackburn, Tamsin Ford, and Kalichi. Sorry, I can't remember his surname, but it's that. We've asked for it, and they've managed to take Ben Fogle out. It's actually really clever what they've done. That particular one, they've managed to get Ben Fogle out of it, and still it's a really worthwhile explaining how we earn our bonuses, how we earn residual income, and all the other benefits and incentives. UW partners/lisa.ware/join. All right. That is actually, that's to my website. Okay. My actual website. Now I'm going to also, I've got to think which way I'm going. Yes. This looks larger because there it is. That's the top one. Now, I want you to note something. The next one is uw.partners/Lisa.ware. It'll be your name, by the way. So Steve would be Steve.Henderson or whatever he chooses to be. Yeah. And then /connect. That's to the website that we can sign up a connector. And then the last one is different to the one before, uw.co.uk/earn. That is actually signing up a partner. So those are all the links. Now, I've shown you that because I think I've just got that I've got it all on one. I couldn't show you it in one because it's too long. I've got it all on one contact, nice and simple. So I'm going to come out, and now I'm going to share my screen again. Just bear with us while I do stuff. Hang on. I'll share my screen, and this time, in a minute, you're all going to see, I think. You're going to see the presentation. Yeah, so I think you're all there and you can see that. Now look, please note, if you just want the presentation, it's uw.co.uk/quote/presentation. And there it is. So I'm now going to explain what I choose to do, okay, and what the alternatives are. So let's just get this straight. If we are just face to face with a prospect, we only put in uw.co.uk/quote. That's it. And it comes up on the system. In fact, I think because we're sharing, let me have a look. Hang on. Could you put your hand up? Can you see set up your appointment?
Yes.
Right. See the beauty of Zoom? Zoom, you've got more flexibility. If you just go on these computers and you do a WhatsApp video where you see each other, you're all looking at your computers, but they're not looking at my screen when you're remote. Do you get that? This is why I like Zoom. So you see, start a face-to-face. If you were with someone, that's what you'd press. And then it says, do you have a supporting partner? Well, if you're experienced like Steve and you don't need anyone, he'd say no. And then it would just ask, were you introduced to this customer by an existing customer or connector? And then you would answer. And then, would you like to open an existing quote? Well, in most cases, it would probably be no. And then you press start presentation, which then takes you to that. But to my mind, when you're prospecting and you're bringing people to the table, I think when they start seeing words like setting up your appointment, I sort of feel it's a presumption that they think, oh, hang on a minute, they're signing me up already. And I personally feel a little bit uncomfortable about that. So this is what I do. I set up a Zoom. I give somebody my Zoom link. They come on just as you are. It doesn't matter that there's lots of you. All right. It makes no odds at all. What's happening is you're sharing my screen. So now I do a presentation. Okay. So you can hit play to learn more, and you get the shortened version of Cat Dealey and this. And it is really short. It's that, which is, it sort of whizzes through it. And if you haven't watched it yet, please do. No, it's only 1 minute 18. Okay. Then you've basically got the bullet points of what we do in terms of services. I'm going to do this as a presentation thing next week. Then you are straight in with no sort of leaning to about earning money. Now, I tell you why I feel a bit uncomfortable with this. I wish they'd done it the other way round and put recommend us to save even more as the bottom bullet point. Now, you can be clever and do it, but the point of what we do is to be duplicatable. So we all run on the same track. Where when it was the other way round, and that's another bit of feedback I'm going to give them, it was a nice lead in about, oh, recommend us and save even more. Well, do you know what? When you recommend somebody, when it's a homeowner with 2 services or more, you get £50, and the person you're recommending gets £50 too. Or you would then click and go, or perhaps you fancy earning 5 times more like we do. Earning more cash, £250 a time for that recommendation. And I would say in the beginning, do you know, you ain't going to do anything because I'm going to be doing the work and you're going to be watching. So it's about the income. And then where shall we start? Straight in there. So do you fancy saving as a customer or earning as a partner? And I would usually say most people say both. And whatever you press, you're then going in to the format. So now I'm going to go back and show you. You could have the long version. UW partner shows you how. Now, I want you to notice it kind of whizzes to here. And then you've got detail. Now, there are a lot of... Tamsin Ford, a couple of days ago, did a bit of a poll asking all of us SGLs, what did we do? Well, up until now, when it was join, I used to use the shortened version. But the last couple of days, I've been doing this. because if you ask somebody, are you a detailed person? This is perfect, isn't it? Whereas if you've got somebody that's like, you can tell they're red, you know, just get to it, then perhaps the other version is better. But it gives you all the detail. It gives you more detail, all about the shopping and about the welcome bonus. And then about all the endorsements. In fact, I really like that. I think it's really good. And then the hassle of taking, of switching, £400, all of that. And then there's a video with Kat Deely, okay, and this is about earning an income. Now, they've already changed it. It was something else, but we SGLs have fed masses back and they've already changed it and it's improved. We're going to do this next week, so I will leave you in suspense, all right? And then we're looking for good-hearted go-getters. What a wonderful phrase. Can I say something here? You haven't got to be learned. Don't try and be clever. Don't try and learn it. Read what's on the screen because it's virtually doing it for you. Yeah? And that is duplication. How much could you earn as a partner? Now, this one, there you are. Refer friends. Perhaps, however, you'd like to earn 5 times more by doing this. Yeah. By the way, please note they've done the minimums here. They haven't mentioned higher activity bonus because you and I know when you do 4 homeowners with a minimum of 3 services, you're going to get, in a month, you're going to get an extra £100. That would be £1,400. Okay. And then we're back to what's best for you. So now let's talk about this remote stuff. Okay. So what are the differences? Well, let's say it's just you remotely with your prospect. If it is, I want you to write this down. I want you to put partner remote to prospect. And then for the partner, they type into the URL address bar uw.co.uk/quote. And the prospect at a certain point types in uw.link/meet. Okay. So that is really easy. So we're going to show you that now in person. Okay. So for this moment, I am a partner. I'm experienced and I don't need a supporting partner. But my prospect, Leslie, is remote as she is. And as you can see, she's on Zoom. Doesn't matter that everybody else is there. She's there as well. So now all I say to my prospect, so I say, Leslie, so what's best for you? What do you reckon? How about saving as a partner or earning as a, saving as a customer or earning as a partner, or like a lot of people, both?
Well, it makes sense to look at both, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. Now, folk, out of the role play, this is where you have a choice. You could go to sign up the partner first, or as I do personally, I say, great, Leslie, I absolutely agree with you. Now, would you say, Leslie, that if you're going to recommend this, so something from the heart, you pretty want to know that it actually works and those savings work for you, wouldn't you say?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So it would be difficult to recommend something you weren't using. True?
Definitely.
Yeah. And as you've already seen, like earlier on, I showed you my bill, and I think everyone can see my bill at this point. Oops, hang on, wrong one. It's gone. It was there. Sorry.
It's all right. We see it.
It's just I've pressed something. Okay, where was I? Was here? Yeah. You've seen my bill, and you can see I'm passionate because I really love what these services do for me. And also, when all those years ago I switched over, I actually knew that the switching process was good. So, Leslie, what I'm going to ask you to do outside of Zoom, I'd like you to bring up a brand new tab on your internet. Could you do that?
Well, I'll try.
Just on your internet, you have a little plus and it's a new tab. And I've got loads of tabs up at the moment.
I know, but you're taking up my whole screen at the moment.
So minimize.
Okay, minimize it. Yeah. Okay, I've got a new tab.
Lovely. I want you to type in, Leslie, uw.link/meet. And I want you to just wait before you do anything else. So I'm going to press save as
Hang
a
on.
customer. Have you got it? Have you done it right?
Yeah, got that. Oh, hang on. I think I've pressed it too quick.
I did say don't press. All right, no matter. Wait there. So I'm pressing save as a customer. And now I'm going into the quoting system. Okay. So I'm going to, you've done link, have you?
Yes.
Now, I'll tell you what, I'm already logged in, but I want to ask you something. Did you log in, Leslie? You just
log in?
No, it's all right. No, it's all right.
Am I being particularly thick here?
No, you're not. You're not. Stay as you are. You've done UW link. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can I have your postcode?
Hang on a minute. I'm just going to go back and do it again just to make sure.
You're doing uw.link/meet. That's all you're putting in.
I haven't done anything else. No, that's what's in there. And I haven't pressed it.
Can I have your postcode?
Delta Tango 8, 3 Papa Bravo.
Okay, and I know that you are Manor Farmhouse Hook, yeah?
No, Manor Farm.
Oh, yeah.
Not house.
That's right. And you own the property, don't you?
Yes.
Right. And notice it's telling you things. You could read these out to people. Now, what should have happened? We should have somehow linked.
But we haven't.
Now, why haven't we linked? Steve, have you got any ideas? Because we did this on Friday and it worked, didn't it?
Let me think what I would do. Just to support it.
Because I'm logged in.
I would go.
All I'm doing is I've just purely got a customer. That's all. I'm not supporting.
You're not supporting?
No.
Did you press supporting remotely?
Hang on, guys. Sorry, my error. Apologies. I meant to start this. Apologies. Forget that bit. Stay where you are, Leslie. Right. I'm starting a remote appointment. Do I have a supporting partner? No. Did you come through a connector? No. Would you like to open an existing quote? No. Right, here we go, Leslie. Sorry. Apologies, everyone. There we are. So what's going to...
But I've got...
Stay where you are. Right, Leslie, what have you got on your screen?
I've got UW-quote, new remote presentation information, UW. For a remote appointment, go to uw.co.uk join.
No.
And sign in using...
No, Leslie, are you in the Zoom? You should be, you know, when you typed in uw.link/meet, you should be in there.
I should be what? I'm not.
Come out of... Right. Minimize Zoom, Leslie.
Yeah, I've got that minimized. I've got Google on here. I'm going Google. I'll do this again. UW.
Are you doing this, Leslie? Are you doing this in the URL address bar?
Yes, I am.
Okay. uw.link/meet.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now press.
Oh, yeah, it's come up now.
Got it?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, got it.
Leslie, right, Leslie, I'm going to give you an appointment code. It's all
Yes.
in capitals, and I'd
Right.
like you to type in T for Tango, P for Papa, U for Uniform, K for Kilo, number 8, A for Alpha.
Okay. That's YTPU8A.
No, T for
Oh,
Tango, P for Papa,
right. Don't know why
U
it's...
for, I don't know where you got the Y from.
I don't either.
T for Tango, P for Papa, U for Uniform, K for Kilo, 8, A for Alpha.
Yes.
Now, press to join. Customer has joined the appointment. There you are. So now what's happened, Leslie and I are actually on the same screen, and I have the control because it's told me. I can remove that. And now we can start. Now, if I press, please note, start presentation, I want you to know it goes to that, but that's fine. All I'm doing, because I wanted to show the presentation first, I am literally just doing this. Now we are going to go save as a customer, and I'm now in. And now Leslie and I are going to do a comparison as we would. Okay. So, Leslie, I
Yeah.
want you to close that tab entirely, but you've also got to, can you see, like I've got 3 little dots on a dark blue bar on the right hand side? I want you to press end appointment.
Yes.
Now
Done that.
I've done it, and then I'm saying I'm ending it. Okay.
Right.
Right. Have you done that too?
Well, yeah, I think I have. Yes.
Lovely.
I
So
think I have, she says. It just all disappeared, and now I've got switch more
yes,
services.
that's correct. So you've done it
Right.
right. Right. So guys, what we're now going to do is show you a 3-way remote. Okay. So Steve is the partner who's just joined. I'm the supporting partner, and Leslie is the prospect again. So we have shown that presentation. Okay, let me go back. Oh, no, not that one. Hang on, I've got loads of things up here. Bear with me. Hang on, because I want to show the way I'm doing it. Presentation. Okay. Lovely. Right. So Steve, we've just watched the presentation, all 3 of us.
Right.
Yeah. And now we're going to give your prospect Leslie an actual quote. Okay. So Steve, you're the one that's in control. Outside of Zoom, and you may have to minimize it, could you bring up a new tab? Tell me when you've got a new tab.
Right. I've got a new tab. I've pulled up my portal.
And would you be kind enough in the URL address bar to type uw.co.uk/quote?
Yep.
Lovely. Could you wait there?
One
Before
second. I'm guessing. One second. I think I've done what I've got an error, and I think it must be the same thing.
it's gone on. Has it carried on?
Yeah, let me just open up a new one again.
Just type it and don't press anything. Just have it there waiting.
/quote.
So don't press return.
Don't press return.
Lovely. Leslie, outside of Zoom again,
Yes.
brand new tab. Could you please type in uw.link/meet?
Right. uw.link/meet.
And don't press.
Right.
Right. Now, guys.
Oh, hang on a minute. I've just got a typo there. Hang on. Don't know why. There you go. Yeah, got it. That's it. I've got uw.link forward
Lovely.
slash meets. Yeah.
Now I am going to go uw.co.uk/quote. So guys, on your notes, I now want you to write a 3-way support. Leslie, just hold it there, and Steve, hold it there. On your notes, write 3-way support. The partner, the new partner, is uw.co.uk/quote. The supporting partner is uw.co.uk/quote. And the prospect is always uw.link/meet. So now each of us is going to do our part. So Steve, and I'm going to say this very slowly and clearly for everyone, on your screen that you've got, you are starting a remote appointment. So could you put your dot in the remote appointment? Yeah.
We're starting a remote appointment. Yep, done that.
And then, do you have a supporting partner? In this instant, you would say yes.
Yes, I have a supporting partner.
Was Leslie introduced to you by a customer or connector?
I'll say no.
No. And would you like to open an existing quote? And I guess that's no as well.
I'll say no again. Yep.
Right now, guys, for me, I am supporting a partner remotely. So I press that. And I'm now joining the appointment. So, Leslie, you've got yours. You just, I think you press join the appointment.
Yes.
Should I press start presentation?
Yeah.
I haven't got the appointment code.
We're waiting for the appointment code, Steve. If you
Right,
could do that.
the appointment code is in all capitals X-ray 5 Lima X-ray Alpha Delta.
Lima, X-ray 5, Lima.
X-ray Alpha Delta.
Right. So that's six digits, isn't it?
Sorry.
Yes.
I'm ever so sorry. Could you say it again, Steve? I had something come through.
It's X-ray 5 Lima X-ray Alpha Delta.
Right.
I'm
pressing join supporting a partner. Now, it says on my screen, waiting for Steve to start the appointment.
And I've got customer has joined, so I'll get rid of that. And I'm starting presentation.
There we are.
And Lisa now has control of the screen.
And what's happened is Steve is there, Leslie's there, and I'm controlling the screen. Now, on the top here, I could make it that Steve can take control. And now Steve's got control.
Yep.
And so this is quite simple to do. Steve,
yes,
if you could just talk through a minute. I've done something stupid. I've locked my husband out of the house. I've got to go and let him in.
Okay, no worries. So we're now going to go to your UW partner is going to show you how. So I'm clicking on that, and all of your screens should move now to Cat Dealey with the roller skating lady. Is that correct, everybody?
Mm.
Okay.
Yes, I've got that.
You got that? And then we will go through the presentation as we would normally do it, saying these are all the wonderful services we do. This is the additional benefits that we get that you're going to love. And this is the welcome bonuses you're going to get on your cashback card, depending on the number of eligible services that you get. So we've done all of that, and this is all of our wonderful reviews telling us how brilliant we are. We've had over 80 awards and counting over the last 20 years or so. And because we're so confident of what we do, we let people try the services for 30 days. No 14-day cooling off period with us. You'll actually get to use the services, make sure you love them. first. If you've got any contracts you're dancing around, we've got £400 to help you get out. And then you can just sit back and enjoy the savings. We'll take care of everything for you. Moving it through, Cat Dealy's going to tell you how to earn with us. And so we're looking for good-hearted go-getters, earn up to £250 for a homeowner. You could recommend us, you get 50 quid, you can earn 5 times more, and you can earn a full-time living. Of course, this is where she wanted me to get to. Is Lisa back?
I'm here.
All right, we just whizzed through that very, very unemotionally, just got to the end. So here we are. So what's best for you? Saving money as a customer, earning money as a partner, or like most people, both?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
So you go whichever way you want to go. Just to be contrary, Lisa went the other way. So let's say both. See what happens then. What's your postcode there?
Delta Tango 8 3 Papa Bravo.
3 Papa Bravo. And your
Manor Farm. Further down.
Manor Farm.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
it.
Do you own the property?
Yes.
And are you listed on the land registry as your property owner?
Yes.
Bit me in the arse today.
Oh, I didn't know. Does everybody ask that?
It's a good idea because it's bit me in the arse today, as I've spoke to Lisa about.
Yes, I agree with him. I do ask that. Yeah.
All right.
Because if you don't, you can have real problems.
Parents who really officially own the property, that sort of thing.
Ah, right. Okay.
And then we'll be into get a quote. And I guess that's what you're going to cover next week, is it?
It is. So I'm going to stop the share. All right. And by the way, each of us needs to end that appointment. So I'm ending the appointment.
I'm ending the appointment.
How do I enter the appointment? I haven't got a clue.
There's 3 dots, 3 dots on the top right.
Okay.
Press those 3 dots
Hang on, I can't find those.
on the top right of your.
Have I done it?
I think you probably have, because you usually get a drop down, say end appointment or something.
Yeah, I did. God.
Next to where your name is the 3 dots up there.
No, there wasn't.
Oh, because you were the customer. Perhaps
Because I was the customer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't think I can enter the appointment, can I?
No, if
So
you're the customer, then perhaps you
customer.
don't. Yeah.
No, so I'll just make you like guys big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, guys, can you all hear me? Can I have a show of hands? Right. As you can see, you've got to have your whereabouts. But I'm going to say this. If you are doing a WhatsApp video where you join in on WhatsApp, all it is that you're seeing each other's faces. But there is absolutely no way that you can bring in and show other things. This with Zoom is the most flexible. I've written it down. I'm going to type it up, what you set up, and it is that, what we've said. So the 3-way appointment, all partners, basically, it's the quote. And the prospect is always uw.link/meet. And it's as easy as that. It's just that you've got to make sure that you get people doing the right things. A top tip, when you're giving out the appointment code, please start off by saying it's all in capitals. And please do it phonetically. Now, if you don't know the proper phonetic alphabet, it absolutely doesn't matter. If you want to say S for sausage and L for lover, all right, that's good enough. But if you don't, what you get going on is what happened a few times, and I'm glad it did, that people are mishearing. They don't know what's being said. So you've got to do it phonetically. You've also got to allow for the fact, and I'm going to stick my neck out here because there's a lot of people saying, oh, well, I do stuff all on the phone. I tell you what, you try and do this on a phone. They have got a very small screen. They can't see everything. And if it's an iPhone, they've got one button that they've got to keep pressing to get in and out. You get somebody that's not very au fait, they can't operate all this on a phone. I think it's almost a near impossibility. So you've got to actually set this up properly and say, look, you need to be on something like a laptop. Even an iPad is challenging. A tablet is challenging. It's a totally different thing. Whereas with a computer, you're sat there, you've got a proper camera, you can see everything. I can see loads of nodding going on by Lindsay because I've done this for so long, I know. Now, if you only ever do face-to-face appointments and you're using a mobile, from what I understand now, which has surprised me, the company are allowing people to actually sign people up like that. I always was told until recently you weren't allowed to sign someone up on a mobile because basically for compliance, can they see everything? Can they read everything? Are they seeing the numbers correctly? Yeah. So that also is stuff that's very important. So it's up to you which way you do it, but I'm going to make a suggestion. Why don't you buddy up? Why don't you get 3 partners together? And why don't you buddy up and have some practice before you have some real prospects? Or go back to basics. Ring some of your prospects, the people you've never got, and said, look, I've got something brand new has just come in. I absolutely have to have some practice. Would you be a human guinea pig for me? And I'd like to try this out. And do you know what? If you go through the presentation, you might get yourself a flipping customer to boot or a partner. And that's real because you need some practice for this. Otherwise, I would say to you, you're probably going to delay actually doing it. So guys, we've gone over time, all right? And what we must do is we'll come back next week and we'll talk about how to really do that presentation. My thanks to Steve Henderson and Leslie, all right, for being
You're
great.
welcome.
Yeah. And we'll see you all next week. And thanks very much. And sorry about stuff going on in the background. Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.